Evening, sir.
Good afternoon, students. How are you doing today? I'm good, thanks.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon to you.
Afternoon, sir.
Afternoon to you. Uh, hmm, Crossley, Kimberly.
you hear me?
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Cosplay?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Oh, okay. You are a computing student?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. So you're in the right place. All right. Just do some housekeeping. Da, 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 da. Fire tablet. Fire tablet guest. Can you change your? Can you put your full name for me, please? So Mario, I'm going to ask you to do the same thing for me, please. All right. Somebody is playing music, and you need to mute. Crosswell, can you mute from me, a moment for me, please?
Not a car, sir.
You can't.
Approximately.
Oh, you're in the taxi. Oh, all right, cool. All right, let me.
Sir, well, before I continue, I did send some emails over the summer.
All right, can we? No, no, hold on. We're taking that offline, please, because I need to talk to you. So we're taking that offline. Jesus, Father, mosquito. And there's a reason why you have not gotten that response or those responses, because I guess you'll figure what it is. So we'll take that offline. Who is this now? Fire tablet. Who are you, please? Mario. I need full names before we continue. Full names for the sessions, please. Okay. Is Mario hearing me? Is Fire tablet hearing me? If you're not hearing me, I'm going to drop you from the session. You need to have your full name, first and last, please. Okay. Is anybody in the class hearing me? I'm not sure if I'm being heard.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm hearing you.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks much. Fire tablet. Okay. So, not going to be routine. Mario. Mm. I'm just trying to find my host key so that I can get control of my session, because those persons that are not responding to me, I'm going to be dropping them from the session. Your first and last name must be um, all right. So now I'm host. I'm going to give you another opportunity. Fire tablet. I'm giving you the final opportunity. to have your name changed, please. If not, I'm going to drop you from the session. All right, so in the waiting room. Lee, Nigel, Aquino, Rico, Rahim, Orlando, Sean. All right, so good afternoon, students. I am Mark Shand. I will be your facilitator for the Calculus 1 course for this semester. I'm trusting that you guys are ready for hard work. It's an interesting course, a course that requires a bit of work. Don't expect not to work and then expect to pass. The two does not work, or the two do not work together. It means that you have to put in a lot of hard work, and the hard work will only pay off when you put it in. It's a long course, and it's a long course, and we're meeting only 5 hours for the week. It's a 15-week semester, I believe, and 15 times 5 is 60. So we need 2 hours on 2 hours on today's what? 2 hours on a Wednesday and 3 hours on a Friday. Can you just confirm if that's what you have on your timetable, please?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right.
Repeat that, sir.
2 hours on a Wednesday and 3 hours. So today is 5 to 7, and on a Friday it's going to be 7 to 9. It's going to be it's going to be 5 to 8. So what you'll recognize is we have 2 sessions, both beginning at 5. I'm very aware that a number of you, if not all, leave work at 5 o'clock. So already we are at a disadvantage. Normally we would have one class beginning at 5 and the other session beginning at 7. So we are at a disadvantage today. And I don't want to push the class to 9 o'clock because it's a Friday. All right. So we're going to have quite a bit of hard work to put in as best as possible. I will be here for 5 as best as possible. I'm going to ask that you get yourselves together in preparation for work.
Question,
Uh,
sir.
Go right ahead.
So you mentioned that you don't want to put the class till 9 on Fridays, but I also have a class that begins at 8 on a Friday, so that's a
Right.
given. So
Right. So I can't put the class. Well, I wasn't planning on to. I mean, I wasn't planning to do that because the truth is, it's Friday. All of us want to go to sleep early, but unfortunately, you have a class from 8 o'clock, right? So I wouldn't put the class here, right? So the class is 5 to 8, so we're going to keep it at 5 to 8. It's just that we are at a slight disadvantage because normally we over the years would have one day being 5 to 7 and the other day being 7 to 9.
okay.
And then now what normally happens is when it's coming up to crunch time, I normally say to the students, I am begging you an extra hour so that 9 o'clock session will run to a 10 o'clock session. So that's how I normally do the session. So I'm not afraid of a 9 o'clock class. I just want to put in some extra work. Yeah. So it is so right. So I say this to say, know that you have a class at 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It makes it very difficult if I'm trying to do a makeup session because but anyhow, we'll see what can happen from there. All right. So I'm seeing that I have 27 of you. It's the largest I've seen it for quite a while. Um, I'm seeing some faces that, well, like, not seeing the faces. I'm seeing the names of students that I would have integrated with in other courses over your period here at Excelsior. Some names are pretty new to me. So it is very important for me to just give you a little housekeeping in the first class. Yes, I'll be teaching, but I prefer to get the housekeeping out of the way first, so that when we start, we don't have to break, because when we start, we're going. So
Excuse me, sir.
go
Sorry to
ahead.
interrupt. In regards to this, do you think it's possible you could um give that some mini assignments
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
um
Yeah, man. I'm getting there. Yeah, man.
to like review, because I realize like one of my main problems is that I will do the assignment, but it's like I'm not doing it frequently, um for the lesson to stick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. All right. So one of the things is, um, so I like respect. I like respect, and I will say to my students, I will first give you respect. But the basic thing that I'm asking for in return is respect. It's give for give. I will give you first. I have no problems giving you the respect first. Absolutely none. But as a basic return is to get that level of respect from you as students. It's very important. We will only see eye to eye, and we'll only get together as teacher student, lecturer student, whatever you want to call it, if we can, you know, work in unison for this semester. All right, and don't know if I'll be teaching you for calculus 2, or you may have a new teacher for calculus 2, but let us just work together so that we can cover the task. Calculus 1 is not a difficult course. Part of the problem, and I'm going to speak specifically about this because there are students who are in this class now who are very guilty of it, and as a result of that, um, it comes back to haunt me. All right, it comes back to haunt me, and in haunting me, um, some may believe that I am, um, I don't want to say evil, but I'm a hard person or a hard lecturer. If you know me well, I give makeup mid semesters, I give makeup tests, put me under pressure so that I can get you over the threshold in passing the course. And yes, I know I am being recorded. I know I'm being recorded in saying that, and I'm going to say it for emphasis. I am one of those lecturers. If I see you lagging behind and you just need a little bit of push, I will literally shove you over the board, but you have to work for it. So I'll give you a makeup mid semester and I'll give you a makeup test. But guess what? I'm very annoyed at students who will go onto Google and go to AI and go to you name it so that you can get the information and present it to me as your own. You are going to fail, because once I run my software through that thing and I see that you have done it with assistive internet work, you are going to fail because it's not your work. It's not your work. I'm going to say it again. You cannot present work to me that you go online and you copy off, you write off, and present it as your own and expect that this lecturer is going to give you 100% or 50% or 20% on work that you have presented that does not belong to you, that does not represent your sweat equity. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And I'm saying to you very strongly now, if you have a problem with that, go and speak with your head of school, your assistant head of school, and your dean of faculty. Because this lecturer is not one who is going to get your work and everybody getting 90%, and when you go on the exam, you're getting 15 and 5%. Not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. As a matter of fact, I've instructed my math lecturers to be very vigilant in that regard. So whoever you get to teach a course is going to say the same thing. It is dishonest. It is dishonest. It is dishonest. Some students are using AI and present the work as if it is their own. And I'm going to tell you where I'm coming from. I'm very passionate about this. And I'm not saying that AI is bad because I love AI. When you're studying, you can use it to see if what Mr. Shand is teaching you makes sense. Or if Mr. Shand teaching you foolishness. And if you can use it to help you prepare for an exam or use it to help you understand the concept, I have no problem. But when you're going to be using it and presenting it to me as your own stuff, therein lies the problem. And anybody who do that to me, I will get 0. So when you think, say, you have a 90% or you have a 100%, sorry, you have a 0. No, let me jump to something else. And I'm speaking specifically to my computing students very strongly, you know. I see some students here who have taught before, and I would have said this already, but I never talked it so strongly. Because you're computing students and you know the computers and you know the stuff, trust me, you see everything that you use a search engine to do this stuff, I have access to it. I have access to it. Matter of fact, let me just say what is happening. So tomorrow is the 18th. I have a workshop that I am attending again to present on AI and how it is that I can improve my identification of AI work presented to me by students. All right. So I'm investing my time into these sessions so that I can be able to catch you. Students, honesty is the best policy. When you do this and you get a first class honors and they go into the place of work and they say, go ahead and do something here. And you are clueless in what it is that you're doing. And then they say to you, so where did you do your degree? You say, oh, Exeter Community College. And then they say, interesting. I know a person named Mr. Shandy now. I say, yeah, man, he was my teacher. Don't do it because I will deny you. Let me tell you what it is that I found again. That there are some students who, when I'm in class teaching, you have your AI tools open. And while I'm teaching, you are reading off the answers to me and reading off the answers. And I'm saying, yes, very good. You're understanding. But in reality, you are understanding not. And when it's time for you to reproduce it on an exam paper, you can't pass the course because you don't have a clue what it is that you're doing. And don't believe that you're going to promote it at 98% for coursework and then get 20% on an exam and think that you are deserving to pass a course. No. And I don't understand how it is that some students feel it so comfortable to want to do something like that. It is not fair. It is not right. It is not ethical. It is not ethical, students. All right? It's not ethical, students. You can't do that. Let me pause and ask if anybody has a difficulty with what it is that I just said. If anybody has a difficulty understanding or comprehending, what it is that I just said. I pause for now, and then I'll continue because I must speak about this at the start of my session. I'm not impressed with anybody who is going to give me real off answers to me in a teaching session and try to fool me because you're not fooling me, You're fooling yourselves. You're not fooling me. I'm not impressed by that. You know what I'm impressed by? I'm impressed by a student going to an exam and mastering that exam. When I know it is that you're doing those exams on the supervised conditions. So let me hear. Am I understood? Do you understand where I'm coming from? If you have a difficulty, let me know. Any questions, any suggestions?
I guess I should ask someone else there. In regards to what you were just saying, so I feel like one of the issues that I have is that I write down the notes and I read it and all that. Even do some of the question them. But it's like when I sit down to do it at night, not look on like the guided notes, it's like it's like I constantly freeze up. And I realize that it's only and I realize that it's only with the math course that I have this problem with. Because when I do any other course, I don't have the issue. And maths is supposed to have a lot of memorization too. And I don't get it because all the other courses that I do have the same thing as us. So I'm not understanding why not passing this.
All right. Thank you for your honesty. And this is what it is that I want. Let us bring the conversation to a place where it is that I can help you to study and I can help you to do the things that will get you over the threshold. Now, one of the things that I am very cognizant about, Crosswell, is that there are students in the class who are good at many things, but the math is just eluding them. You know how it is that we can get over that? Practice, 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 practice. You have to practice. If you don't practice, you're going to be in problems. You have to practice. You have to practice. If you don't practice, brother, you're going to fail. You're going to fail if you don't practice. I had to do it in order for me to become a teacher and understand the concept. Because it's heavy stuff. Yeah, man, it is heavy stuff. I know it is heavy stuff, but it's not how I present the content is not in a way that is going to be elusive, that you can't catch it. No. And I am a patient teacher. Nobody enough to tell me that. I know I can ride donkey. I'm very patient and patient to the point where it becomes problematic for me because I may stay on a topic too long so that you can catch the topic and then know I recognize time is running out. All right? Because I don't want to move on. And especially when I'm doing these topics that I know will be coming on your mid-semester test, that I don't want it to be at a disadvantage. I really want you to catch it so that when you do your mid-semester, at least I know you can pick up some good marks, right? So I'm known for that. It comes back to bite me, come back to haunt me. This year I can't do it. Why? Not that I don't want to help you this year, but this year, both sessions are 5 to something, 5 to 7 in one instance and 5 to 8. I can't extend the class beyond 7 o'clock on a Wednesday, and I'm not allowed to extend the class beyond 8 o'clock on a Friday. So I'm disadvantaged, right? So we have to catch it, and we have to catch it in good stead. All right? Are there any other questions? Any other questions?
I have a clash with this class, and I will not change it. So I will be in both of the classes at the same time. So if you're calling my name and I'm not responding and I'm taking too long, that's the reason why.
Colin. You know and I know. I'm not going to say anything more.
You know.
You know and I know. If you know, you know. And it's because you and I know, I would say that is dangerous. Very dangerous. Very dangerous, Colin. So think about it for me, please. You're going to be needing your fulsome 100% attention in order to get through this course. You're going to need the time. So you know and I know. So talk to me afterwards. Any other questions? All right. Okay. So for those of you who are meeting for the first time, you know, welcome to Calculus 1. Welcome to the upper level. Some of you may have been here before and, you know, either didn't pass the course or maybe have taken a break or for whatever situation. Welcome back. It is going to be an experience that both of us, student and teacher, should be able to enjoy. And I'm really looking forward to take you through this sojourn. The course has changed. The weighting of the course has changed. It is still a 60-hour course, but when I look at the syllabus, and I'm not in a position, unfortunately, to share that with you immediately. But the course has changed. It was a 60-40 60% for
Final exam.
for the exam and 40% for the coursework. I am now seeing it says 40% for the exam and 60% for the coursework. However, the coursework has, I think, either 2 or 3 monitored tests. So therefore, don't think that those tests are going to be a paper where, you know, and I'm going to say this because I'm going to say it, not because I am being an evil teacher, but I'm going to say it because I want you to know from upfront. I was doing I gave some students a makeup mid-semester for Calculus 2 in the second semester. And this is after the students came in and did their face-to-face exam where they all failed. This is after the students who came in to do their face-to-face exam and they all failed. Didn't feel comfortable to submit failing grades for the whole students. They don't look good on my part. So I decided I was going to give a makeup mid-semester. But this time around, my makeup mid-semester wasn't one where you could just go online and just copy something and give to me. So there were several students who have been emailing me. Several students were saying they don't understand how it is that they fail a course or fail the course because of whatsoever the situation is. Unfortunately, my computer crashed. Unfortunately, my computer crashed. This is after me having a computer for a year and a couple months, just decided it's going to crash. So I had to buy a new device. One of the things is that I keep a record of all my mark papers. I keep a record of the summary of what it is that I would have run through my software. I cannot produce those now because my computer crashed. And I just refuse to pay money. Well, I mean, even if I pay money to get it fixed, the hard drive is gone. So I'm going to lose the information. But I'm going to say to you students, I changed that mid-semester and I gave the mid-semester in a way where students now were required to demonstrate their understanding at a higher level, And even after I did that, there were students who thought that they got 100% and that they passed the course and the stuff, but they don't recognize that I recognize that they went online and did the stuff. So when they thought that they got 100%, they ended up with 50% or 60%. And that could not take them over. It is a makeup mid-semester. What am I saying, students? It is disrespectful for me to think that I'm not going to know. You're calling me an idiot. You don't put no ratings on my name, and I don't like that because you are going to present me with work that you didn't do on your own, and don't expect me to know. And you know, I get upset. I get upset for that. I'm going to be frank. I get upset because they take me for an idiot. And I mean, you can't have an idiot teaching you a calculus course or any course for that matter, right? So don't do it. All right. So I really hope that I'm making myself very clear because I have absolutely no apologies for putting the grade down. If you cheat, you get a 0. And going and presenting your work from work that you copy from online and presenting it as your own, in my class, it's a 0. Students, I am here, will be here on a Wednesday, and will be here on a Friday, and will make myself available for additional work time. So any work that you have, you will get it. I'm here to help you. There's no need for you to try and beat the system because not with this teacher, I'm very vigilant. All right? So even though the syllabus has changed and it has given you a greater opportunity to pass the course, learn it. When I give you the stuff, you can do it because I have an option. I have an option of calling you in to do the the mid semesters face to face, and there's another thing that I'm going to be putting in there. There's another option that I'm not going to talk about it just yet. I need to run that through the assessment services unit to see how I can deal with that. Hold on a minute for me, please. Okay, sorry. I thought that I was working. All right. Are there any questions before I touch on a little thing or two for class tonight? Am I understood,
Yes,
class? Go ahead, please. Who is
Yes,
this?
sir. Yeah,
Mario?
I wanted to ask.
All right, say it again, Mario. No, hold on, Mario. You have a lot of static. Say it again.
Here now, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, sir, I wanted to ask for the 2 monitor tests. Would we be allowed to like use our notes, or we just have to do it from here? All right, sir. So they're under exam conditions.
Yeah, they're on the exam. Yeah, they're on the exam conditions. Yeah. That's a sticky question, but I don't have a problem if you are well, for the assessment itself, it should be no assistance at all. It should be it should be zero assistance. But where I have an issue, a serious issue, Mario, is the presentation of others' work as your own. It is, and let me give you an idea, students. Yes, I'm writing this point because I really want you guys to understand how serious it is. Now, a friend of mine, we studied together at the university, and she has a friend that went to her high school. We went to different high schools, and she went abroad to do her PhD, and her PhD was supposed to be in chemistry. And she went in the lab and she did some stuff, and pretty much what she did was to cook. If you understand, if you're a science student and you hear that you cook the results, it means that you make up the results. And she made up the results, and she wrote up her thesis, and she was awarded a PhD in chemistry, and she was called Dr. Such and Such. Now, when you have a PhD, or even a master's, once you do research, the research is going to be published for scholarly work. So it means that others can view your work and write about AI technology and quote your name and say, Shand 2025 said this. And a professor from in Asia had actually done a similar experiment, but was not getting the results that this person who was awarded a PhD, that she claimed that she got. And the professor used her conditions because, when you're doing a research, you have to write your research methodology. You talk about the constraints, you do your literature review, support, and so on. So what the professor did was to replicate her PhD under the same conditions. And guess what? The results were different. What the professor did was to touch base with the university in the States and this is a true story, I'm telling you. This is as reported to me by my very good friend. And this is her friend, her good friend from high school. The Asian professor touched base with the US professor to say, I have a problem. I am looking at the research done by such and such a student, and I replicated the research. This is a research that I have been doing for years, and the results that the student got, I have never gotten those results. And I did over this research, and I still didn't get the results. And the university said, okay, fine. And the professor at the girls' university went ahead and did the experiment for themselves. And for sure, when they did the experiment again, they recognized that the results were fabricated. Can I tell you? Her PhD was rescinded. Now I'm teaching a new word today. What it means? Them take it back. And you know what they awarded her? A Master's of Science in Chemistry. So technically, she now has 2 Masters of Science in Chemistry. That's how it is, students. Academic integrity means a whole lot. So imagine you spend how much money, you are Jamaican, and you spend how much money to go foreign, to go to school, to get one PhD so them can call it doctor. But what you come back with is a master's because you were dishonest. That's what it is. So I'm telling you, not because it is excess of coming to college, we are institutionally accredited. It means that your degree is accepted globally. So whatever you do here will affect you later on. So I'm telling you, be prepared. All right. So I think I have said enough on that, and I think my voice carried through. There are some other housekeeping matters. I'm seeing the numbers fluctuating here. I particularly don't like joining WhatsApp groups again. And I've not been in a WhatsApp group for about 2 years now. What I will do is you can decide among yourselves whether or not you want to create your own WhatsApp group, or what I can do is to create an email group where it is that we can do our communication via emails. All right? But it's important for us to stay, be in contact. So I am looking forward to seeing a very responsible student taking the initiative to create such a group. Finally, I'm coming to you, Crosswell. Finally, and then I'll ask Moya to go, and then Crosswell. Students, there are some of you in the class, start my class, and then stop. Because when you realize that the class is difficult, you say to yourself, you can't bother with this, I'll do it next semester. None of you will start and stop. Commit yourselves to complete the course. Commit yourselves to complete the course. The Calculus 1 is a prerequisite for Calculus 2. So if you don't pass Calculus 1, you cannot move on to Calculus 2. Calculus 1 is only offered in the first semester. So if you don't do Calculus 1 now, and you move on to year 4, you're going to have Calculus 1 to do, but guess what? You're going to end up with clashes. And you can't play with a calculus course with other classes. That's why I was talking to Colin about that. If you know, you know.
Yeah, this is my next semester.
Okay, all right then. Cool. Moya, go ahead for me, please.
Sir, I don't know if you'll be able to help me with this. However, when I'm on area and trying to select the Calculus 1 course, it's telling me that I need the prerequisite math.
Override.
CSET math, but I don't need that. So I don't know what is happening.
All right, don't worry about
I
it. It's an
send the
easy fix.
request for the override?
Yeah, it's an easy fix. I can look at the override for you. So you have CSET math already, right?
Yes.
And you did your discrete math and your
Yes.
stats. Yeah, man. So you're good then, man. You're good then. Shoot me an email, please. mark.strand@ecc.edu.jm. Just give me your full name, ID number, let you know that, sir, I'm in your Calculus 1 class and I'm requesting a prerequisite override. And the rest of you in the class, just send me an email to say, sir, that, so I can sit and look at those prerequisite overrides for you to grant those. And I can do those maybe not tonight, but for sure by before the week is out, before Friday's class. I can get that. I can get that on. So just send me an email, mark.shand@ecc.edu.jm, and I can get that sorted for you. Crosswell, go ahead, sir.
All right. So in regards to the email group that you want to do, that you want us to create, what time should we send your emails? Because
It's all right. I should be able to from Canvas to get information. It's all right. I can get that information. If I don't get it before Friday I'll get that information Crosswell from the students, and then I can just create those in class. But please remind me, Crosswell. Remind me on Friday, please.
speaking of Canvas, could we contact you there? Because I think there's an email system.
Yeah, man. If you right, so I am connected to Canvas. So if you send me an email there, the email actually comes to my inbox. The email comes to my inbox. So whichever way you want to do it, you can send me an email through Canvas. You can go ahead and send me an email straight from your inbox. It's fine. Whatever means you use, I will get the email. Say that again.
Sorry, I
Sorry.
said send my name and ID number.
Right. Just send me an email and just a little narrative to remind me.
Yeah.
And then I will pick it up and I will go ahead and grant you the override.
Okay, sir.
All right, no problem. All right, so Calculus 1. It has some interesting areas to complete. Very interesting areas that we, some students this week in class said to me, how will this help them in what it is that they're doing a little later on in life? And it's as calculus students, you wouldn't even begin to understand how important what it is that we're doing, how important it is. It's very, very important. And, it is leading up to a bigger picture. And the bigger picture that is leading up to is a little later on, I will do things called optimization. I will do things that are called optimization, and optimization is ultimately where my Calculus 1 students should go. And optimization would be things like you are selling 2 different products, subwoofers and whatever it is, and you're pricing your product, by this amount, and you want to be able to maximize your profit. How do you maximize your profit? So you'll have to create what we call optimization, and those and you'll be doing things like mathematical modeling, and those modeling will help you figure out how to get the areas covered. Give me half a second, please. One minute. All right. So what we're going to be looking at is some limits of functions. We need to look at the limit of functions, and one may ask, sir, how that come in? Let me ask you. You're a computing student. Let me ask you, if you have a 256, if you have a 256 gigabyte of hard drive space, can you save 512 to it?
Absolutely not.
Repeat that, sir.
That's right.
Repeat that.
No, what I was saying, Crosswell, is that if you have a 256 gig hard drive, could you say 512 something to it?
No.
No, you can't. Right? So the limit of that device is going to be 256. And it is
Probably
exactly,
less than that.
say it again?
Definitely less than that. It's definitely less than that.
Yeah,
And actually, it is
yeah,
actually less.
yeah.
But guess what?
The real memory on the storage.
But,
Is so nice.
but guess what though? I bought a 1 terabyte storage device pretty recently over the summer. When I looked at the settings, I recognized that I actually got a little bit more than 1 terabyte. A little bit more. It was like 1.0 something one, whatever the situation is. So I got a little bit more.
Yeah, that's very rare. That's very rare. It can happen. It can happen. It's very rare.
Yeah, man. So when I looked at it, I was like, wow, this is good, because I know when you normally buy the devices, the storage devices, you really don't get what it is that it's less. But the limit of a function is really what it is. The limit of a function is what it is. It is telling you that it can be more than what it can be. So when you calculate the limit of a function, that's exactly what it is saying. The limit of a function has a limit. You can't go, or it cannot exceed that limit.
Sir, just to understand what it is we're discussing now, because I got distracted from a bit. Are we discussing function? I'm lost.
Don't worry about it. No, we're just talking about. I'm about to do some calculations on limits of functions. So I'm just explaining. I was just asking a question. If I were to purchase a 256 gigabyte worth of hard drive space, if I'm allowed to save 512 to it, and Colin say absolutely not. That don't make no sense. In some matter of fact, chances are you can't even store 256 on it, because when you buy a 256, you now get 256 space.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Right. So I'm using that example to talk about the what we call it now, the limit of a function. So even the so even the stuff that you are accustomed to be using tells you that there's going to be the limit to a function. So I'm going to write something, and please do not laugh at my handwriting. I know some of you are mean. I had some students yesterday laughing to scorn about my handwriting. So if I
when you tell people not to do something that you naturally do.
Sir, me not
Yeah.
talk, because I have to type, because my handwriting is so bad.
Yeah, but it's like all people like Colin and Crosswell now. Them can't open them mouth and say nothing, because them draw. All right. So yeah, but don't
That's
worry about
crazy.
it. When Colin writes him name, you wonder, what Colin writes, right? So I'm hearing you're saying that you are somewhat similar. So you have to you have to type. No mind. All right. So if I'm looking at, say for example, the limit as x tends to 0, and this thing is, my pen is like it's not charged because it is. All right. So the limit as x tends to 0. Let me go again.
Sorry, sir,
Go ahead, please.
is that a symbol? What that
Yeah, man. That's why I just erase it, because it's not so clear.
Okay.
All right. So who is writing on my screen, Lord Jesus? Miss Christine.
Sir?
You're right on my screen?
Mistake, sorry.
All right. I thought I had changed the settings. Let me just look at it again. Right. Okay. So if I'm speaking about the limit, oh come on, the limit as x tends to, I'm going to say 1 of, I'm going to say 2x plus 1. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to have a fulsome conversation on this. Matter of fact, you know what I want you to do? I want you to take out your book and your pencil in your hand, because I'm going to actually give you a word. I'm going to do less writing, and you are going to do the writing, and we're going to have a conversation. So let me tell you how that is read. That is read the limit as x tends to 1. The limit.
Wait, we're writing now?
No. It's on the screen in the Crosswell.
Can you like use the text box to say what that reads, because I'm still not understanding exactly. Say limit x sends to 1.
No, that's what I'm saying. Hey, man, just don't worry about it. Just listen to what I'm saying, man. You're good. I don't have to use a text box. What I'm saying to you is a limit. The limit as x tends to 1. Do you see the x there with an arrow going to 1?
Yeah, we'll see so.
Right. So x is moving towards 1. It is tending to 1. So it's the limit as x tends to 1 of 2x plus 1. So what I'm saying to you, I'm calculating the limit of the function. Similar to how it is that we know we have a 256 gigabyte worth of hard drive space on a flash drive, right? Or a SanDisk or whatever it is. We are trying to calculate the limit of that function. The limit of the function 2x plus 1. The function is given by 2x plus 1. I am trying to find the limit of that function as x moves closer to 1. Now, hear me out. X is not equals to 1. X is not equals to 1. X is merely tending, Tending, tending to 1. Not sending, but it is tending to 1. Means that x is moving towards 1. That's what it means. So tending to 1 means that x is moving towards 1. So the limit of the function, the limit as x tends to 1 of the function 2x plus 1. Now, I'm saying this to you again, that x is not equals to 1. It is only approaching 1, but it's approaching 1 very, very, very close. It's getting very close to 1. It looks like it all touch 1, but it is never touching 1. It gets dangerously close, but it never becomes 1. So let me ask you, think of a number line. Think of a number line. And on that number line, you have your 1 that is marked on the number line. You have the 1 that is marked on the number line. Tell me, when you look to the left of 1, what number are you seeing?
0.9.
0 point something, sir.
0 point something. Very good. And yes, Crosswell, very good. I hear Crosswell says 0.9. Excellent. And I want the rest of you to remember it's a large class. So we're going to learn from each other. So Crosswell is saying 0.9, and then somebody says 0 point something. I don't get the voices yet. It's just 1 or 2 voices that I can differentiate, students that I know. So you have to talk up to me so that I can hear the voices. I can differentiate the sounds. I don't look at my participants list when I'm teaching. Just simply teaching. All right. So when you look to the right of 1, what number are you seeing?
0. Hold on.
1.1.
Yeah.
Or 1.
Yeah, 1.1.
You see 1.1. But okay. But anybody say a 2?
2.
Yeah,
Somebody say a 2, don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You see all these bright people giving me the 0.9 and the 1.1. Them right, you know, but them too bright.
Too deep.
Them too very deep. And I'm going to come back to their answers because their responses is what I am looking for. But them too deep, man. Them you know,
Colors.
yeah, them bright people that them too bright, man. Them too bright. Good bright, you know, sometimes they say people bright and it means they out order. No, man, this is good bright. Okay. So one of the things that I want you to recognize is, yes, to the left of 1, you're going to have 0. To the left of 1, you are going to have 0. Yeah, man, I agree with you. But what we're trying to do, we're not going too far from 0. We're moving from 0 to 1, but we want to get very, very close to 1. So give me a number that is to the left of 1, that is close to 1.
0.99.
0.9. 0.9. Everybody can see that 0.9 is close to 1?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is there anybody in the class not seeing how 0.9 is close to 1? All right. Remember, you know.
I mean,
And
it can be indefinite since we're there because
when I are teaching and I ask a question, I expect the students to answer the I. So let's go again. I'm hearing 0.9 and I'm asking, do you all agree that 0.9 is close to 1?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I agree to. Okay, I agree to. Let me ask you a question. Is it ever possible for me to get closer to 1 other than 0.9?
Yeah.
yeah.
Slightly.
Oh.
No.
0.94.
0.94? All right, I hear 0.99 and 0.94. Out of 0.99 and 0.94, which one closer?
0.94. I want to say 4 because anything above 5 would have round up to 1.
Exactly what I wrote. Exactly.
But that's the point. I want to get close to 1. So do you agree now that 0.99 is closer than 0.94?
Yes.
Yes, sir. On that
Yes,
basis.
sir.
Okay.
Am I allowed to get even closer?
Yes, 0.999, sir.
So I'll continue.
Any closer?
Yes, sir. 0.9999. Sir, can go on.
Yes, that's what I was saying.
Okay, we can't stop now. I hear somebody say, all right, so yeah, we get the point. We can't stop now. All right, do me a favor. Yeah. So what it is that I'm looking at is the intuitive approach. In mathematics and like computing students, you have to do a lot of investigation. You turn on a machine. Oh, one must start too. One must start too. Oh, me telling already. My machine crash. I have some very important documents on it. I mean, I want to lose it. So you see, all I want to know what to do, want to call me and tell me how to get the machine up because trust me,
IT.
IT. Colin, you're IT, Colin?
Yes, sir.
All right. We need to talk. And a long time I know you, so we need to talk. So yeah, man, it crashed. It just disturbed my headspace.
It's a power on none at all. The screen and light up.
It does go in one circle and said preparing to sitting on it with one blue screen. Yeah,
Okay.
man. Yeah.
It's supposed to can recover it.
All right, thanks. So we will talk. Good. So I pause to say that because so what Colin is going to do with that computer for me is to say, boy, teacher computer mash up and teacher want him computer. So Colin is going to do some investigation. And when Colin investigates something and Colin say, well, this method don't work. I mean, hear some people talk about them could put it on some Linux or whatever it is machine. And if that can't work, it may have to try something else. The point I'm making is you are doing an investigation. And this is exactly what it is that we're doing. So we're investigating what is happening at 0.9. And we're investigating what is happening at 0.99. and 0.999 and 0.9999. I want you now to participate in this session by doing some calculations for the teacher. You see, anywhere in the function 2x plus 1, you see x, you're going to substitute that 0.9 and you're going to work it out and tell me what you get for your answer. What do you mean by that, sir? You're going to say 2 times 0.9 plus 1, and you're going to write down your answer. And then you're going to say 2 times 0.99 plus 1, and you're going to write down the answer. So forth and so on. I'm going to give you the first class. I'm going to give you 4 minutes. I'm going to give you 4 minutes to do it for me. Quick and fast.
Hold on, what you just said? 2 times 0.9
plus 1.
Plus 1. Okay.
Right. So what you're doing, those numbers that we just came up with, the 0.9, the 0.99, so forth and so on, is what we're going to be using now as our approximate values for x.
Yes, for
so
x values.
Right. So I'm going to substitute those values now in my 2x plus 1, and then I'm going to work it out, and I'm going to see what my output is. All right. So I'm giving you 4 minutes. If you finish, just say, sir, we're finished, and you're going to tell me the answer. And all I'm not calculating it, you know. All of you are going to agree that whatever answer I get is the answer that you got. All right. Good. Quick and fast. 3.5 minutes left.
Yeah.
I'm finished.
Done.
Check over for me, please.
Sir, we're sending these answers in chat.
No, man, we're just going to have a conversation about them.
Okay, sir. All right.
Yeah, we're going to have a conversation about them. Are we finished?
Oh, give me 30 seconds.
Yes, sir.
All right, 30 seconds. All right, somebody said 30 seconds. I'll give you a minute.
Finish.
All right, so Colin, were you the one asking for the 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now that you've got your 30 seconds and you're finished, am I to assume now that everybody has done the task, completed the task at hand?
Yes, sir.
All right, good job. Now, all right, so everybody has completed the task at hand. I'm gonna have a conversation. Now, tell me, what did you get for 0.9?
Got
2.8.
2.8.
2.8.
All right, everybody agrees with 2.8?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I had to reprogram my calculator. They give me fractions.
All right. When you put 0.99, what did you get?
2.98.
2.98.
2.98?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2.9.
Yes, sir.
When it did the 2.999, what you got?
2.998.
Yeah, 2.998.
Mm-hmm.
And when it did the 0.999, what you got?
2.9.
2.998.
Without calculating, without doing a calculation, what if I'd given you this? 0.99999. What do you think the answer would be?
Is it
2.9998.
Yeah.
And an 8 now?
9.
No, one more 9.
9.
Very good. So you're seeing the pattern. So that's very
Yeah.
good, guys. You're seeing the pattern, and that's what I want from you. I want you to be able to see patterns. Very nice. That one little something that you did a while ago made me just get excited. Very nice. Now, let me ask you a question. I hear somebody said earlier that Colin was saying that 2.94 is his option because if it's not 2.94, when you round off the 5, you can get a whole number. Let me ask you now, when I round off, no, let me not even say round off, scratch that. When you look at 2.8 and 2.98 and 2.998 and 2.9998 and so forth and so on, what whole number do you believe that this limit is extended? 3. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So this year is approximately going to 3. We're going to put it up. We're going to put up that. We're going to put up that. And I'm going to have another conversation with you. But this conversation now, I want you to follow the trend. So I looked at approaching 1 from the left-hand side.
Oh, is this extending to 3, sir?
Yeah. Now I need to look at this function now from the right-hand side. You know, students, sometimes we have a dim view of something and we're only taking it from one side. Just looking at it from one side. But if we look at it on another side, we can actually get a better insight as to what is happening. So I will say to you, whenever you're looking at the intuitive approach, which is a method that we're using now, whenever you're looking at the intuitive approach, what I want you to do is not just to be side-eyed and just look at one view. I want you to look at a complete view to get exactly what is happening. So let me ask you, coming from the right-hand side, approaching 1, give me a number that is close to 1.
1.9.
1.01.
Oh, God.
1.1.
1.01?
Yeah, 1.1. Yeah.
1.1. Yeah, man. But I rather go 1.1 first. Tell me your answer now. I want to get closer. Where I go now?
1.19.
1.01.
1.01. Yes, I. 1.01. I want to get closer.
1.001.
Good job. How your name?
Sean.
Yeah, man. Sean,
do your exam.
Sean, I get the gist of it, man. What is the next one?
1.000.
1.
And then the last one.
1.
No,
No.
we're not right no more. We're just going to do that. Yeah, we'll do that. All right. It's because I gave you 4 minutes to do the first one. I give you 3 minutes now. Because you know the stuff now. Work it and twerk it quick and fast for me, please.
Sir,
Are you finished?
yes.
All right. Let me just give them another minute or so for everybody to finish because I want us to have a fulsome conversation on it.
Sorry, sir.
Go right ahead.
I didn't get exactly what you wanted us to do with that number.
The same thing that you did with the first set of numbers.
Okay. With the 2 multiplied by.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, substitute with X. For X.
And we're starting with which number? 2 times.
Starting with the 1.1.
Okay.
I'm finished.
Good job. Just check over for me to make sure that you're correct. Guys, remember, we're doing this as an exercise. So I want everybody to be on the same wavelength so you can see what is happening.
Sir, and just to reiterate, what we're doing is it's called limits of functions, and we're using the intuitive approach, right?
All right. Very nice.
All right.
Good job. Wait, I'm not finished something yet?
Yes, sir, finish.
Finished, sir.
Is there anybody that's still working? I want you to get this exercise, because if you just sit down and don't do the work, when the time comes for you to do it, you're not going to have it. Anybody's working? Anybody still working? Come quickly, one more minute. One minute.
Probably the connection is cut off.
Okay. All right. For the 1.01. For the 1.1. What did you get?
3.2.
Somebody said 8?
3.2.
3.2.
Oh, 3.2. All right. 3.2. All right. For the 1.01, what you got?
3.02.
3.02.
3.02.
Then?
3.002.
Brother.
Mute, please. And then?
3.0002.
3.0002.
So what if I gave you 1.00001? What that answer would be?
3.00002.
And write a two now?
4 zeros.
0.
All right, very good. What does that number approximate to be?
4.
Three.
No, 3. Yeah, 3,
All
sir.
right, good. All right, I'm going to press pause. Story time. You ever, well, I can tell you. I have younger siblings, you see, and one night, them con me. Them want go road, you see, and them waiting me asleep. And when me ears, brother, you can get some money, please? Asleep, man. And them saying, you bugger, you catch you. Them say, brother. Me say, yeah, man, yeah. Take it and go on. You don't know me, I tell him, no. Me just want them come out of my way because the eye asleep. Now, when me wake up, I mean, she said, money gone out of my wallet. I say, oh, I keep. I say, you told me, you say, we can't take it. I say, oh, that only happened once because them couldn't phone me again. You understand? Couldn't phone me again. Watch this down. Either you have children or you tried it or you tried it with your parents. You ever say, Mommy, can I go to the party? No. But because you know, say you're daddy's girl, you go to daddy and say, Daddy, can I go to the party? And daddy say, yes. And you laugh at your mother and say, well, my father said me can go. And you put on your clothes like you're a woman of the yard. And the mother said, take off your clothes, you're not gonna wear. Let me ask you a question. Do you think you can leave the house and gonna wear?
No. Absolutely not.
If you love life, you take off the clothes and go in your room, go lay down and sleep. Don't even bother grumble because you may get something to grumble about. You understand? All right. This is what it is. Eh? Rockstone. But him not learn nothing. He have a whole conversation on himself.
Sir? People are talking about sir.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, mute for me, please. If you're not asking a question, mute for me, please. When you're asking, that's fine. But if you're not asking, just keep it muted, please. All right. So this is a moral of what it is that I'm talking about. The truth is, since you have to get both parents' consent before you can go to that party, the left-hand side of the limit must be equal to the right-hand side of the limit. And then we say that the limit is of a good behavior. Since the left-hand side of the limit equals to the right-hand side of the limit, then the limit of the function exists. Then the limit of the function exists. Let me say it one more time. I'm going to write it, but I want you to hear it. You can't ask your mother to go to the party and she say yes. Or she say no. Or even she say yes. Let us put that she saying yes. Yes, man, you can go on, man. I know the people them. And then you ask your father and I say, Daddy, Mommy say I can't go to the party. You're not going nowhere. There is no way you can leave and go nowhere. If you love life, you just have to just sit down and just shut up. All right? But if you go to mommy and say, Mommy, can I go to this party? And mommy says, sure. And then, Daddy, mommy says, I can't go to the party. You say, yeah, man, you can go on. It means that you can go. Because both parties are saying the same thing. Look at the limit of the function. If your left-hand side of the limit equals your right-hand side of the limit, you say that the limit is of a good behavior and the limit of the function exists. If the left-hand side is equal to the right-hand side, it means that the limits are going in the same direction. If the limits are different, that means that no limit no exists. Because you can't have one say yes and one say no. Right? So you can say that the limit of the function is of a good behavior and the limit of the function exists. Everybody understand that? Even before I write it, you understand it?
Pause, sir. Pause.
Sure, no
Sir,
problem.
repeat. May I look down?
I'll come in.
Never see what you say.
All right, never mind.
Sir.
Somebody go ahead, my love.
Yes, so you say the left-hand side of the limit must equal to the right-hand side of the limit. If the limits are equal, then the limits can be said that they are of what? Good behavior.
Good behavior. Yeah, man.
And
The limit of the function exists.
And the limit, okay, and the limit of the function.
All right. And this sounds like somebody who is making her notes. So I'm encouraging the rest of you to do the same. So let me write it and show you what I'm saying. I'm going to write it and show you what it is that I'm saying. I'm going to write it. So I'm going to say since since the limit as x tends to 1, I put in that sign there, so 2x plus 1. That, I'm going to explain it, is equal to the limit as x tends to 1 plus of 2x plus 1. All right, watch me. I'm saying to you, the limit as x tends to 1, and you see I put a superscript minus.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Or to ask
that one is going to be to the left. And so I say I put a plus, it means that is the right. So since the limit of the function from the left-hand side is equal to the limit of the function from the right-hand side, then we say the function is of a good behavior and the limit tends to 3. The limit of the function, let me write the function out properly. The limit of the function. Oops, still not. The limit as x tends to 1 of 2x plus 1 is going to be equal to 3. And that's it. In a nutshell, that is it. Now, I know we did lots of housekeeping today, and I had to do it. And I spent quite a bit of time on this because I had to do it. I want us to spend another, all right, we have 10 minutes. Let me ask you, is this difficult?
No.
So far, no, sir.
Yes, sir, but so far, yeah.
So just remember, so if you get the limit of the function from the left-hand side to be equal to the limit of the function from the right-hand side, we say that the limit is of a good behavior, right? The limit is performing well, and the limit of the function exists, and what the function is tending toward is what the limit of the function is going to be. So the limit is tending to 3, the limit is going to be 3, and it is tending to 3 from both sides. Go ahead. Somebody has a question?
So, sir, can the function be of bad behavior?
Yes, man. Just like how some of you have bad behavior. Yes, man.
So is that possible now?
All right. We will investigate some of those. We will investigate some of those. All right. I'm going to give you a quick do now. I want you to evaluate for me the limit as x tends to. Go ahead, Papa.
Quick one. I look on the right hand side, right? And you say x tends to 1, but it not reached the 1 yet. Correct? But you have 1.1, 1.01, 1.001, and it continues. I think I understand the left hand side so far, but what if x tends to like 3? How would I calculate the right hand side?
You tell me.
Come on, ask us, yeah, teach me.
Nigel, come on, do better than that. Are you named Nigel?
Yeah, right. See you here, sir.
All right, cool.
Still, sir.
No, but if you have it, man, talk to teacher. What do you do? From the right hand side. When you look to the right of 3, where you see?
Repeat, sir. I'm going to hear that one there.
When you look to the right hand side of 3, where you see? What whole number you see?
What whole number I see to the right of 3, 4?
Good. So what number you going to put? 3 point what?
So could I have 3 point? But still, I gotta use the 0.1, sir.
Yeah, man. And with the next one, no, Nigel?
No, I'm gonna see the pattern on that, you know, sir. But I kind of want to understand how to kickstart that part.
Same so.
Gotcha.
3.1. Same way so. Yeah, man. 3.1, 3.01, 3.001, because what you're trying to do is to get close to 3.
Yes, sir.
So if you say 3.1, and then you move to 3.2, you move away from 3. So you're trying to get close. Good job. I have a quick do now. I give it. We have 6 minutes. I want to do it in 4 minutes. Go ahead.
What I want to understand in this equation, what is the constant variable there? Is 2x plus 1 constant or it changes? What here is constant?
The only constant here is going to be the 1.
Which of the 1? The x tends to 1 or the plus 1?
The plus 1. The plus 1 is going to be constant.
Okay. So what changes to x?
The different values that you're using. The 0.9, 0.99, those are the variables. Remember, variable is something that can change.
Yeah, that's what I mean. What I'm trying to understand. 2x plus 1 is constant. The only thing that changes in this equation is x when we try to use the assumed values, right?
All right. I see what you're saying. I see what you're asking.
I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, I see what you're asking, but no, so we don't call it a constant because the 2x plus 1 is not a constant, because what it is that you're doing, every time you substitute a value,
yes,
the 0.9, the 0.99, in the 2x plus 1, don't you get a different value?
Yeah.
Right. So the 2x plus 1 is not constant. The 2x plus 1 is a variable that you are putting into the function. It's a function actually. And your input is what you put in. Your output is what you get out. So if it was a constant, it means that every time I get the same answer. Talk true.
Yeah, that is true.
Right. So I know what you're trying to say, but it's not a constant. It's just a function that you're substituting in order to get to investigate the function.
So in all cases, then, sir, we are always going to see the equation as 2x plus 1. That is what I'm trying to understand. Will there ever be a 3x plus 1? That is what I'm trying to understand.
Look at example 2 and see what you see.
Example 2. Where is the example 2?
See there below.
I can't see.
The limit x is approaching 2 and the expression x plus 1.
Let's carry on, sir, because I don't think I don't know. I don't think I understand what I'm.
Amanda, I know what
Maya.
you're asking me. And sorry, who's asking? Who's talking? Maya.
Yes.
Okay,
sir.
sorry, Maya. I know what you're asking me, and I'm asking you. Look at example 2. I just bigified it a while ago. What? Read example 2 for me, please.
Okay, so it says sir, I'm not what I'm seeing here. Let me read what I'm seeing here. It says since limit x tends to 1.
Hold on.
I think it don't zoom out.
You need to drop down our screen.
Zoom out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You see it now?
Yes.
All right, now. Okay, read it for me. Read it for teacher now, please.
Okay. So limit x tends to 2, and then we have x plus 1. All right, sir. All right, I see it now. So my question is answered.
Very good. I wasn't being difficult.
No,
but I just wanted to right. I just wanted to see. All right, good. Anybody finish that one yet?
I'm finished, sir.
You finished that one. All right, very good. Is that Sean a while ago?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold it because I don't want to do it and then rush through it and then somebody don't say something. And I don't have a problem. Moya had an issue. And guess what? It's one of the things that I will do many times. You ask me the question, but I want you to do some self-discovery. I could have told her, no, man, no, we are going at Moya. But I said, no, look at it, Moya. And then she said, yes, sir, I've answered my question. I see it. So the function is not static, meaning that it's going to be the same at all times. The functions will always change. The functions will always change. All right. The limit of the function will also change as well. All right. So I'm going to answer to finish off this summit, please. Come Friday, God is willing, because we're having 3 hours and I would have already gone through the housekeeping. I'm expecting to wrap up the intuitive approach so that I can do the algebraic approach. And then from the algebraic approach, I move into another area. So my aim on Friday, God's willing, is to look at 2 other areas. By then, I didn't have I have the outline, but it's in my email. I didn't download it to send it off, because if I had done that, I could have shoot it in the chat. So forgive me for not handing it to you the first day. So I am gonna just go ahead and attach it to you for next class. I need to download it and just fix it up, screenshot it and fix it up nicely so that we can have it. All right, so thanks for coming out. I hope anybody learned anything tonight.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Sir, just a question before you go, sir.
Go ahead.
If you approach it from the left-hand side, sir, it would be 1.9?
Yes, sir. No. Hold on. What? The first example or the second one?
No, the second one, sir.
If it approach 2, it can be 1. You're too far from 1. So what is going to be? From the left-hand side.
On the left-hand side, sir?
You're approaching 2. So from the left-hand side, it's going to be what? One point?
Just apply it.
Sorry, say it again, Nigel.
No, sir, not me this time, sir.
Oh, sorry. Who was that? Mario, that was you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what no, say 1 point, how much?
1.9.
Yeah, man, you're correct. You're correct, Papa. You're correct. All right, good job. All right, guys, all the best.
Wait, hold on. Get something to do a while ago?
Yeah, man, you have an example 2 there. Do that for homework, please.
Oh, wait, I can move the board. I never know. But they only look on the top.
Yeah, man. Example 2. Do that for homework.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
could I actually get a few more questions to practice with?
JJ, you can, but I don't want to give you that one just yet because I want to do something more. You'll get it in class on Friday, I promise you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Say hello for me.